Buenas, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Internet lagging a little bit, but we here. Buenas dan hafa day. Good afternoon to California and anybody else out here in the mainland. Good morning to Guahan. Tune in, Guahan. Thank you guys for waking up early, tuning in. We're just gonna set up, give it a couple seconds here. Bring our co-host on, Tonya J. Let's go. Do-do. Boom, boom, boom. Let her know I'm on. While we're waiting in the meantime, everybody, drop a Guam flag down in the comments. Show some island love. Even if you're not from Guahan, get up in your keyboard, go into your emojis, search up the Guam flag. It looks just like this. If anybody's on, please put down in the comments an example of what the Guam flag is. Everybody drop that Guam flag in there to show that island love, to represent. Y'all love the hibiscus as much as I do. Drop the hibiscus down. Alicia, hello Alicia. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate. Big love. Thank you, thank you. If you guys are just tuning in, please go into your emojis and drop the Guam flag in there. It's under all the flags in your emoji keyboard. Drop the Guam flag. It just looks just like this. Show some island love. Even if you're not from the islands, drop the Guam flag. We're going to represent today back home. Drop the Guam flag down in the comments. Show some love. Welcome in our co-host. Get ready for our co-host. We got a lot of good stuff going on today. Wednesday testimony, y'all. This is my last and final testimony. Is it your volume or my volume? Can you hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Today is our last and final live for August. I'm excited and happy to bring in the new month, September. Got a lot of good projects going. Hey!
What's up, Chelsea?
Hey, what's up? Welcome. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Excited. Yeah. So since the live's going and we got just like 60 minutes, I know we got a lot of good topics, so I'm just going to get it rolling. Everybody will just chime in whenever we chime in. So Tonya J, everybody, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Much love, big love. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, Tonya is from the beautiful island of Guahan. She's out here stateside right now, so that's super awesome. And Tonya is a songwriter. She's a singer, storyteller, creator, all of the above. So show some love with Tonya. Thank you very much for tuning in.
My friend just joined. I told my friends to join.
Yes, everybody show them love. I know everybody has been sharing it and like reposting it, so I really appreciate the love. Thank you to everybody. On your end, Ray's end, my end, everybody's end. Learn tomorrow is in. All right.
What's up, Carlo?
So yeah, we're just gonna get started and everybody will just chime in. There is a question box down below, guys. This is the first time I'm gonna be using the question box. So if you guys have any questions for Tonya or myself that's relating to the live, please tune into the question box. And then whenever we end a conversation or a topic, we'll check out those questions. So yeah, Tonya, we'll just get started. And
What's up, Cuddy?
I actually met Tonya through official I Am Ray John, and I was attracted to Tonya's page and her music, Leave the House. I know a lot of you guys been reposting, a lot of you guys been sharing Leave the House. If you guys haven't tuned in, please tune in. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about Leave the House.
Okay, so Leave the House is about, being able to have a good time no matter where you're at, specifically the house. And I wrote it when I was back home. when I was back home and I was falling asleep, and I just got that first line of the chorus, though we don't have to leave. And then I woke up and I started writing it, and it became what is now. So, what's up, Chucha? The other way.
Nice, nice. And you want to share a little bit of kind of like the journey of, like the process of how it went about, what you had to do to kind of get it on and rolling. I know you guys are always shouting out the team over there in Guam, New Waves, and then also Blue Light as well. So if you want to touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, for sure. So with Leave the House, I kept it as a demo for like a whole year, and then after Ray and I did Just You, I sent him over some of my demos, and then I told him that I really want this song to be like my debut, and so we got the no, not necessarily like got the ball rolling. But I'm getting nervous. Everybody's joining.
I know, I know,
we
you
got the ball.
did.
Yeah, we got the ball rolling. After or like no, I went home in October of 2019, and then we did the Just You music video, and then I was in the studio a lot, and then he made me meet E-Man, who did the beat. I laid out the guitar for him, and then he ended up adding, everything else. Super talented. And then Carlo mixed and mastered it and made it sound super crisp and super dope. And yeah, new waves.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So yeah, New Waves just came out. Remind me of the date.
Ooh, I think that's a question for Ray. Ray, you can answer in the comments. What's up,
Oof.
CC?
Right, answer in the comments. Well, New Wave just came out a couple of days ago. I have been waiting for it to come out just like everybody else. Everybody was doing such a great job in promoting it and just sharing it and just showing the love. And just by seeing the little snip clip that was posted, it was just so awesome and it was like big vibes. But the reason why I was attracted to the song, and that's why I reached out to Tonya, was just like not only the whole clip and just the whole music video, but towards the end you had a message there, and
Oh, you're talking
man,
about Leave
that
the
message.
House.
What's up?
Oh, you were talking about Leave the House?
Leave the house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like New Waves when New Waves opened. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
see,
saying. Ray would answer.
y'all messing with Tanya, y'all drop the bomb flag over there to show some love and like shh.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, no, 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 no. Leave the house. Leave the house. I was attracted to it, and that's why I reached out to you. The video was great. But towards the end of the video, at actually the last point of the video, and we talked a little bit about it when we're on the call,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why I reached out to you in regards to collaborating, just because you shared you shared you shared a message. You shared a message, and you want to talk a little bit about that message?
Yeah, so that message, I wanted it to be in the video because I figured since it was my, my debut, I kind of had some, like, the whole point of it was to help people, like myself, and I figured I couldn't do that without first healing my younger self. And so that was kind of like um, me giving a message to my younger self, and I said like the video is for like the 8-year-old me and all this, and yo, you guys are making me nervous. Yeah, and so I get nervous a lot, but yeah, and so
You
I just
did.
I wanted to put that message to hopefully like one of my favorite musical inspirations. Her name is Haley Kiyoko, and that video was actually inspired by my favorite music video, Girls Like Girls. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's super dope. And I saw that video when I was 19, 20, and that helped me. And I wish that I saw that sooner. And her motto is, she says her motto is to help people love themselves sooner. And as like my musical inspiration, I wanted to continue that legacy. And so I figured that would be a good debut. So,
Nice,
mhm.
nice, nice. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm moving a little bit too fast or the comments is going crazy or whatever, but
I know.
we
Let me
here.
see.
This is all for us. We
Oh,
good.
shoot.
And I actually wanted to share the message at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna suggest for you to read it, but I really thought me kind of like doing the work that I do and stuff, I really thought that it would be cool if I read it just because it's another
Yeah.
person reading it out loud.
Oh, for
And
sure.
when I do that, I kind of like hear it a little bit more than when I'm reading it myself.
Yeah.
So hopefully this helps you and hopefully this helps everybody. So this is the whole message right here, guys. This is the reason why I reached out to Tonya J. Not only because she's awesome and amazing, the music is amazing as well, but when I saw the message, it really it really got to me. And I was rehearsing this message, Tonya, so I just want you to know, like,
Okay,
if
let's
you're
do
nervous
it.
right now, I was rehearsing it. I was crying a little bit. I was trying to toughen up.
Oh,
I was drinking a little water, trying to breathe.
yeah, you got this,
um,
girl. Let's do it.
but the message says at the end of Leave the House, which is on YouTube, of course, and all streaming music platforms. We'll talk about that in a second. The message is for the 8-year-old me who felt guilty for thinking a girl was pretty, the 12-year-old who confused idols with crushes, and the 16-year-old who cried for many nights to accept that, hey, I like girls too, was an okay thing to say out loud. If you're struggling to figure out who you are, I hope that you know that you're not alone and never will be as long as you're with me. And she signed it, TJ.
Yeah, I added that line in Leave the House, as long as you're with me. I thought that was a
Yes. Yes. So that message right there, guys, if you guys follow along with my journey and you guys see the stuff that I'm doing, I'm just really a big an advocate and a big person as far as like supporting our adolescents, supporting our youth. Tonya said it herself with her with the her famous music person that she follows as well, to take care of yourself and love yourself. And I actually got another idea that's coming soon based off of this whole thing, Tonya. So thank you for sparking that craft and that idea. I am gonna try and work to push for 30-year-olds, 40-year-old older women to motivate the younger women and younger boys at a very young age, to love themselves, to trust themselves, and to believe in themselves. A lot of times, just like me and a lot of people that I talk to, we only truly start supporting ourselves and loving ourselves and forgiving ourselves when we kind of grow up. And I mean, I think that's the process, it's like we
Mhm.
have to go through those struggles, but I think just having that support at a younger age will be even more healthier. It'll be even more better for the adolescents out there.
Yeah. Can I just shout out my team really quick? Because they're all,
Yes, pull it
what's up?
out.
I see. What's up, Emma? What's up, Edwin, Mark,
Emma,
Faye,
Faye,
Josh, Kyle.
Josh, Kayo. I'm all like shouting people out.
Oh my God, dude. Thank you.
We got some questions rolling in too. So before we move on to the next topic, do you want to go through some questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So do. The Real McQueen says, "What to do, baby?"
What it do,
Hey.
baby?
Yes,
That was
learn
awesome.
tomorrow. What does Tonya do? Please go to her profile, check it out. We'll talk a little bit more about it again. You guys can always view the live again as well, just to kind of go through everything. Kaya Mariano, how did you come up with your storyline for the music video?
Um, I don't even remember. I know that we were, my friend Josh and we were going to like McDonald's or something. And I was just like, hey, what if we did this? Because I had a completely different storyline and it didn't really have like a story like this one. It was just like a regular music video. And then when I came up with this, I don't remember. But I just know that we were like probably going to like McDonald's or something. Exposed. And yeah, just I'm a very dramatic person. And so I like I like dramatic films. And I I wanted people to cry. I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
You did that intentionally?
Yeah, I wanted people to
Bruh,
cry when they saw it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay. Do we got Kaya Mariano again. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. What or who inspired your song?
Well, I didn't have a love muse at the time, and so I didn't have a love muse at the time, and so I remember when I was on Guam, my friends and I, we were like planning to go to a party, and then we ended up just being lazy and not wanting to go, and we ended up staying home and just I don't remember what we did, but I know that we had fun, and so that's what I used. TJ made
Nice,
me
nice.
cry.
All right, so I guess we'll move on to the next topic here. And it's gonna dig a little bit deep into the past. It's gonna dig a little bit deep into, you know, those times. So just to let you know in advance, thank you, Tonya J. Si Jules Maasi. I know all the stuff and the topics I talk about. You know, it's hard and it's difficult, but I'm very grateful and happy that I've created a space where we can come and talk about it.
Of
And I'm very
course.
grateful that you came on. So your message at the end of the music video, you know, your message said a couple of things and a couple topics, but I'll kind of give that to you. But what was it like, kind of like growing up LGBT?
I know when I was younger, I was a kid. I was 8, and my brother, he loves like girl bands, and I remember just like thinking like they're pretty, like what's happening? And then I had this thing where I would always admit it, like anything I did wrong to my mom, and then I admitted it one time, and I felt so bad, and I was crying. And then when I got a little older, I'm going off the message, by the way. When I got a little older, I remember like watching Camp Rock, and Demi Lovato was like sorry, she was like my idol, and um,
Yeah.
I would watch it constantly. And then my mom, like, she noticed it, and she was like, "Do you like her, or do you like her like her?" And I was like, "What, mom?" Like, I got mad at her, and so that was that. And then when I was 15, I had no, I was six. Sorry, I was 16, and I admitted to myself that I liked my best friend at the time. And from there, it just progressively started being okay with me. Um, and then more people started finding out, and then I was outed. I was outed to my parents, and I think at the end of the day, I was more concerned about what my parents would think, other or rather than other people.
Right.
Yeah, and but they were well, yeah, they were very shocked, but they were accepting. They loved me anyway, and so I couldn't be more grateful for that.
Right, right, right. And then just to kind of give a little context and just like a little timeline for everybody that's viewing, like what year, like around what time was that? Like around what year where you were kind of like exploring and like starting to realize?
Yeah, so like when I was a teenager, I was still confused. I was like, do I am I gay or am I bisexual? I didn't really know. All I knew was that, I fell in love with a girl and I was going with the flow, but um so that was very hard on me too. I ended up getting depression and anxiety because of it. And and I think just like knowing that I was in love with a girl, and then I ended up being in love with a guy afterwards, and then in love with a girl again. It's like I figured out that I was bisexual because I fall in love with souls rather than body parts, and yeah,
Dang.
that's what I call myself now.
I'm gonna write that down and get that tattooed. I fell in love with
Oh,
souls.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And I just want to save space again, Tony, to say thank you very much. You know, like when we were younger, I mean, I was born in 1990. you're a little bit younger than me, but when I was younger and like in the 90s and even in the 80s and before, it just wasn't a thing to be out like that. Times have definitely like changed and progressed as far as being inclusive and just being welcoming and being loving. Everybody has their own opinions and their own topics, but at the end of the day, we're all just here, trying to figure it out. So I just want to save time and space to say thank you, for sharing that, bringing that up again, talking about it again, especially on live and on camera. It's challenging stuff, but thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So on top of that, with that and saying that and stuff, I actually shared personally with Ray, like, the major reason why I wanted to collab with you. And a lot of it did have to do with the message. And I did have my personal reasons of my experience growing up LGBT, growing up liking females. It's a little deeper. It's a little bit crazier. I don't want to take time away from your space. So if anybody wants to hear that, if you guys think, that's something that you guys want to listen to or whatnot, just put the writing the emoji in the comments and I'll work at it. I'll craft it up and share it. It's definitely a little bit more like revealing and stuff, which is cool and it's okay. And I feel like I'm in a space that I'm ready and able to. But yeah, with that being said, I don't want to take up too much of your time away from that. So when we were talking, I told you that the main like goal and the main thing of the theme of this whole live is advice to adolescents, advice to teenagers, which of course the advice is for everybody, really. But I personally, on my platform, just really want to showcase that we're talking to the teens here. Teenagers are very, very important. They're very, very close to my heart. I just think that that's like an important age where we're all learning ourselves. We're all kind of like becoming our own personalities. We're all kind of growing and changing. And sometimes it can be difficult and challenging for our family, our friends, schools, and stuff like that. So with everything you said and just everything in general, your best, whatever you would like to share, if you could tell your teenage self, Tonya J, one thing, what would that be?
I would tell myself to be more kind to myself. Because I would like to think I'm a genuinely kind person. But to myself, it was very hard to do that. I was one to give advice but not take my own advice. And if I could just be more kind to myself, I think I would have been happier. And I'm still working on it, but I'm doing a lot better than I was when I was younger. So that's what I would tell my younger self.
Yes, thank you. I think that's very important, Tonya. And you sharing that, I don't want to again take too much space away from you, but even me myself, I get a lot of message, I get a lot of people in comments being like, wow, you're so confident, or wow, you're so awesome and you're so great. But I just want to share with people, just as they know, that it's like, on video, it can look like one thing, but behind the scenes, it could be another thing, There's some
Yeah,
times where I created videos that got a lot of comments of, really, really great love, as far as like just being bright and being the light in the darkness and stuff, and I had to legit pull myself out of some kind of darkness before I recorded the video. So thank you
oh,
for sharing that. Thank you for saying that. Self-love is very important, and that also just ties on top of my topic as far as loving the kids young, teaching them young, being there for them young, letting them know at a young age that hey, it's okay. And again, we come such a long way from way before, but there's still a lot of work to do. There's
yep,
still we're barely scraping in the corners. So there's still a lot of work to put in. There's still a lot of work to do. So yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
So before we go on to the next topic, we could jump in these questions. Let the people talk a little bit, Tonya. Do 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 do. Edwin Franco, is it true Fuego Franco is jumping on the remix?
Oh my God.
I think that's
That's
like,
our that's our director. Edwin, you're such a
yeah.
dork. No, absolutely not. I, he's so funny. I love him though.
Yeah. And then Irma 101, what's your favorite scene in the music video and the song?
my favorite scene was the stargazing one because I think we both said it, like we weren't expecting our team to like do what they did for that scene. Like I wasn't expecting it. It was a surprise to me even. And Edwin and Mark, man, y'all did such a fantastic job. I wasn't even expecting it to be like overhead. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then Mark was doing these little like flares in the camera with a flashlight, like movie magic, you know? I think that was my favorite.
Not. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that story that you shared where they're like flashing the light.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice, nice, nice. Um, and while we're reading the other comments, guys, just please, please, please share the live, share the love, let everybody get in here. We want to share this as much as possible. I don't know if I read this already, but I think I might have did. Boop, 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 boop. Official, I am Rajon. How old were you when you guys came out?
Well, it depends. I think like when I was outed. Um but the first time I told somebody that I think I told my best friend Lawrence that in the summer of 2013, no, summer 2012, sorry. And I was like, "Hey, I think I might like a girl." You know, and then I officially came out to one of my best friends as well. Her name is Nana. And because she came out to me and I felt like I could come out to her, and so that's what we did. We like came out to each other. But I was 15. No, I was 16. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting already. I'm getting old.
It's like it's been so long that like
Yeah.
even me, as you're talking about it, I'm like trying to like contemplate like calculate when did I like
Yeah.
it's been a long time, but for me as well, I believe I was around like 13 or 14 when I came out, and I was forced to come out. No, just kidding.
Oh.
I didn't actually come out myself. It was a funny story, really quick. I was actually in DYA. I promise you guys, I'm great. And there was a mix-up. One of the staffs in DYA knew my mom's, and there was a mix-up, and she called my mom and she's like, "Hey, your daughter's pregnant, you didn't tell me that." And my mom was like, "What, you're tripping, like she's pregnant." And then like she called my brother like screaming and everything, like, "How could you let this happen?" And like my older brother was like laughing at her and everything, and she's like, "Your daughter's not pregnant, she's not pregnant." My mom was like all crying, like, "How do you know, how do you know?" "Oh mom, your daughter's a lesbian." So
Oh. Oh.
that was that. Thank you, brother, because I didn't have to do it myself. I was really scared. Again, that was a time where that wasn't really nothing that was being talked about. So that
Yeah.
happened like that. It's a crazy funny story, but true facts.
No, yeah, to my parents as well. I didn't come out to them myself. All my friends actually had to for me, and I didn't know about it, but I was just, like I said, I was really depressed, and my parents, they asked my friends, my close friends, why I was so depressed, and they told them, not out of spite but just out of love. And when my parents were ready to talk to me about it, I feel like they brought it up at the right time, and I was just in shock. I was like, "Who told you?" But like now I'm grateful for it because it in a way saved me from coming out myself.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I was the same thing too, because my mom was like, she left work, she was at work, she got the call at work, she left work, she went home, she was like asking my brother where she was, and then like I just remember that when like my mom and I were talking, she was like, "Why didn't you ever tell me? Like, did you feel like I wouldn't accept it?" Because when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I used to love to write so much. So when I was a kid, sometimes I'll leave like little notes in my mom's purse because I felt
Mm-hmm.
like that was my form of communication with my mom.
Yeah.
So I would leave little notes and stuff like that. And she was like, you could always come to me. Why didn't you tell me? And she was very loving. She was very accepting. I think I was a little bit more scared of my grandma knowing than my mom,
Oh.
just because my grandma is like, manamku, like real
Yeah.
Chamorro, like,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandma was very accepting.
Oh, that's
I got friends around that like, were like butch, and she would make jokes and be like, "Hey, I want to cut my hair like your friend," and like we thought she was joking, but she was dead serious. She was trying to buzz it up. You know how it's humid and hot out there, so I thought we always
yeah.
like laughed at that, and we always thought that that was cool that she would say things like that because it made my friends comfortable. It made me comfortable and stuff. So
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
yeah. Wow, y'all digging deep today, man. This is like deeper than deep. I
I know, I
haven't
wasn't
even
expecting
like
this.
right. Um, so yeah, we'll jump into a couple more questions before we move on again. JJE Cruz, what is your biggest fear as a new and upcoming artist? That's a good
Oh
question.
my God.
Yes, dig in, Tonya.
What's up, E-Man? So I just had that's our producer. He produced the
Amen.
beat. Yeah.
Producer.
My biggest fear as an upcoming artist is my follow-up song. I think my friends know this. I keep telling Ray this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared. Like people are liking Leave the House. Like my next song, I hope they like it. Yeah, that's my biggest fear right now.
Yeah, but remember when we were talking, I was telling you, and I'm gonna say it, just put it on blast here because we all love you and we
Oh
all want to
no.
support you. But Ray, I was telling Tanya that, she was sharing with me that she's a storyteller, and she likes the writing and stuff like that too. So definitely push her to dig deep in there to all that stuff that she loves to do. Really dig deep. Just, personal advice, all jokes aside, really just dig deep into the stuff that you really love to do, and it's really in your heart, guys, because this kind of stuff, man, 2 months ago, I would have never been able. Youth Coach Tay is in the comments right now. Thank you, Youth Coach Tay. She's actually a mentor of mine. I actually met her through Instagram just by searching up a youth coach hashtag. And Gary Vee was the one that actually he made a video. If any of you guys follow Gary Vee, drop a mic down in the comments. But he was the one that shared the video that, hey, if you guys are doing videos, if you guys are doing any sort of business type of stuff, Instagram is where to go as far as like searching up the hashtags. You have other people just like you working on levels just like you. So Coach Tay has definitely helped me out in so many ways. Without her, I wouldn't be over here on the live right now talking like this. Every time I have a live, she always follows up with me. We always check in every week. She always tells me all the things that I could do better, and she always shouts out all the things that we're doing great. So yeah, just definitely dig deep, Ray. Be a reminder to her every single day.
Be a reminder to her.
Oh,
That's what's up.
Tanya Day, everybody.
Now
There you go.
he's
There
so
you
tired of that joke.
go. I like that. I like that. So yeah, moving forward, to the next question of mine to tie into the advice to your teenage self. If you knew if you knew back then what you know now,
Yeah.
how do you think that would be?
I think I would have definitely matured faster in a sense. I think I would have loved myself sooner. And we're going back to that quote. Yeah, I think I would have loved myself sooner. I wouldn't have been so hard on myself. Um, and I don't think I would have been as depressed as I was, for sure. But yeah.
Yeah. Would you have changed anything? Even if you knew, would you have changed anything, or would you have kept it the way it was?
Like just in general, like anything
Like
in
in
life.
general, yeah, like if you could have like obviously I know we can, but if you could like rewind time and change anything to kind of like, help you out a little bit more with this kind of topics, would you change anything or would you keep it how it was?
I mean, I always try not to regret anything from my past, even though I know that there is some things that I would still want to go back and change, but I try not to think of that. But everything, like you said, yeah, everything that's happened to me has made me who I am. And I told Ray this the other day. I was like, I'm actually starting to like who I am. So
Aw,
yeah,
I like who you are. You good? Yeah. We all need to
Thanks,
just keep
man.
rocking, keep doing what we're doing.
Carlos said Ray's jokes are rubbing off on you. Oh no. I'm just joking. Ray's funny sometimes.
Oh, she said sometime. Learn. So I guess we could jump into some questions again coming in. Learn Chamorro. What does Tonya do? Otra vez.
What does Tonya do? Oh, I
Yeah,
make
I think we
music now.
might change.
I came up with a song.
I came up with a song. She came up with a song. Come on. Badoom, badoom. I think I got all the questions. Badoom. Oh, Anule Music. I'm so sorry again if I'm butchering the name. What is
Honolulu.
your favorite lyrics in LTH?
Ooh, I love this. My favorite lyric that I wrote in Leave the House was I want to take you to places you've never been, just right here in our home. I was super excited when I wrote that one.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So yeah, as far as like, just your ventures and your journeys, I know you shared a couple things. But do you want to share with the people like what's next for Tonya J?
Yeah, so I'm actually working on a few tracks. Carlo produced these beats and I still need to send it to him. But yeah, I'm working on those and yeah, I mean with we're still not done with Leave the House. We actually have a few more things that I want to do with it. But definitely after this chapter closes, you'll be expecting more music. Hopefully that y'all like still. Um, but yeah,
Aw,
no, yeah, the tracks that Carlo gave me to write over, super dope. He's such a dope producer. Um, and I'm excited for everyone to hear those tracks.
what about like this is my question to double back on the what's next. What about like the storytelling?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like storytelling in general, or just in music.
Just in general, like you shared a little bit about writing a couple stuff aside from music. And I thought that it was cool that you said you consider yourself a storyteller. I'm always looking for storytellers. So,
Yeah, so I'm actually, well, like I told you, I have a writer's block right now when it comes to like film. But I know that this whole process with music so far has like sparked a lot of my motivation, and I keep telling Ray I don't want to stop. And I'm gonna try to get back into it. It's just right now like music, I think I'm mostly storytelling with music, and so um yeah.
nice.
They're calling me
Ray
out in
said
the
the story
comments.
never stops. That's what I'm talking about, Ray.
Don't expose me,
Um,
Carlo.
so I think there's two more. These questions are so confusing because it's like all over the place.
They
But
do look
I'm
like
trying to get to the most recent ones. Nick Wolford, how long did it take you to write the song?
that's my brother. Leave the house. It took 30 minutes to write. And then some because I had like the base of leave the house. And then I kept changing the bridge. So, but to like I mean I guess to get to where it finally is, like a year. But like the whole song just took 30 minutes at first.
And it only took 2 seconds to make everybody cry, if everybody was wondering.
Oh,
That was Tanya's intention, to make us all cry.
yes.
Yes, I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you. Learn Tomorrow. I appreciate it. Learn Tomorrow, guys, is actually a new friend that I just gained yesterday, last night, actually. Thank you to Ray, actually. He messaged me on my Instagram. If you guys don't already follow him, he actually keeps up the Chamorro culture. He actually he goes online and he talks about Chamorro words. He teaches Chamorro phrases, basic Chamorro phrases and stuff like that. So please get that up. He's follow him, social love to him as well. I really appreciate his page and his willingness to keep the Chamorro culture alive and to keep the language going. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yes, I actually got I guess he met Ray. So I was actually telling Ray the other day too that ever since we went on live, I've just been getting so much like so many people like hitting me up and like asking to collab and all sorts of stuff. I got connected with you and it was all through Ray John of I am official I am Ray John. So I just wanted to show that big love and leave the space for that dude right there. What or who motivates you to work hard, Tonya J?
My parents. My parents for sure. They're my biggest motivation for doing for accomplishing my dreams. And I'm doing it for myself, but I also want to give them the life that I've always wanted to give them. And if I make it big, the first thing I'm doing is giving back to my parents. And then, of course, I have my family, my friends, and especially Ray. He's the one who like reignited my passion for music heavily. He said he said that he kept poking at me to pursue music even more, and so that I don't know, he got to me. And so
Hey, I agree. I was actually just letting him know the other day as well that I was like, hey, I was actually talking to my mentor. I was talking to her about Ray, and I was letting her know just like in just me thinking out loud that it's like I was re-listening to Ray and I's live from last week. If you guys didn't catch that, go check it out. You got some good stuff over there. But I was re-listening to Ray and I's live, and everything that he was talking about, I felt like it was talking to me directly, and I noticed not even if it wasn't talking to me directly, I noticed that he has like the capability, even if he doesn't like show it in that way as far as like a title of a mentor, he definitely has the capability to motivate, and I could definitely feel that he definitely likes to push other people and encourage other people, and I know he shared a little bit of some of that stuff too, but I won't take it away. I'll let him share that on his time. So yeah, big love to everybody.
Ray said don't make him cry.
Aw, Tonya already made us cry, so we're good.
If you're wondering who helped inspire Leave the House too, my friend Judea, she was one of them. That's her favorite song.
There you go. We got another question here. I don't think I read it. These things are so confusing because it's all over the place. Who would be your first celebrity artist to feature with? Official I am Ray John. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, Ray was my first. I mean, I did that song with Keanu, Anu Lee, and then Ray. But like celebrity artists, I'm not telling you. It's gonna be a surprise. They're trying to trick me into getting me to.
Yeah, I think I see where the flow's going here.
Yeah, they're trying to trick me. Oh, my makeup artist Michelle just joined. She did my makeup in Leave the House. She's so dope.
Yes.
And she's so beautiful.
Yes, I agree. just everybody, like in general, I just love like the vibes and stuff. And I was mentioning it as well. I was sharing it with one of my friends, and I was just saying like, man, just getting in touch with Ray and then connecting with everybody. Casanova on the mic actually messaged me as well, and just connecting with everybody, it just made me feel like that big island love, and it was really something that I felt like I was missing. And then Learn Chamorro, I believe. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong again. I'm all over the place. but I was viewing his page, and it just made me like kind of go all over the place, getting emotional, you know, because just for a couple of seconds, again, I don't want to take away from your space, but you know,
No,
I'm
it's
out
totally
here in
fine.
California, and a lot of the kids that are out here are Hispanic, you know, and so I'm actually trying to learn Spanish, and I know like I can like understand it because of one, it's kind of really similar to Chamorro
Mm-hmm.
language for reasons we're not going to talk about right now,
Is
and
a
for
whole nother topic.
two, we can go way
Oh,
back.
we're gonna go way back.
And for two, I always like hear it. What my ex-girlfriend used to be Hispanic, so the parents were always talking about, talking Spanish around us. But I always used to feel guilty because I was like, man, it's like I'm over here learning the Spanish language, and you know, this is all love. I mean, please don't butcher me, guys. But if you guys want to, that's cool. I can take it. But I was guilty because I was like, man, I'm over here learning the Spanish language, and I'm kind of like straying away from the Chamorro language.
Yeah.
Um, so I really just had to remind myself, and that didn't really happen until recently, as far as just being confident,
Mm-hmm.
because there's more enough to go around. And I was just telling myself, hey, if you really feel that way, learn the Chamorro language, you know? Don't be lazy about it, or don't like not do it and just complain about it, and just learn it. So I didn't want that to be another barrier as far as not being able to connect.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I want to learn so many languages, but I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna like invest in learning a language if I can't even learn my own language yet. And so,
Yes, 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 yes. And then there's another, this is more of a comment. Tonya's song, Perfect, by Ed Sheeran in Chamorro. She knows how. Ooh.
yeah, so I asked my dad to help translate Perfect in like April because that was my cousin's wedding song, and they're a gay couple, and that was their first dance song, and so I sang it in Chamorro for them, and then we filmed the video of them, my friend Kaya and Josh dancing. I think the only other person who's heard it besides my cousins, my friends, is actually Ray and my friend
Man,
Lance. Yeah.
Ray is getting all the download tea, man. I was like, Ray's the
Yeah.
dude to go to. Nah, I'm definitely excited about it. Y'all are making like Guam look so good right now. Like I just
Oh
like want to
no.
fly back. Like if Corona wasn't happening, I was actually supposed to go back home on my birthday, which is in October.
Hmm.
But with everything going on, you know, I just don't want to chance it, and everything's shutting down. So that's that. But we'll take a couple more questions. So if you guys have a couple more questions, we'll take a couple more questions, and then we'll close it out. Mr. Ray John here wants to know the whole video. Oh, just kidding. More of a statement. The whole video was superb. How long did it take to shoot? Oh, question and a statement.
Um, leave the house to take to shoot. It was 2 days. Um, I think the first day. My team can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because it might have been longer. I think the first day was 10 hours, and the second day was 14 hours. Mark, Edwin, Faye, how long were we there? How long we were there?
So, like, how did that process whole happen? Because it sounded like Ray was helping you, but it also sounded like people from out here were helping you. So, were you, like, how did that all work?
Not long enough. Yes. Sorry, Mark said not long enough. Yeah, I wish we had more time to film, but we didn't. 2 days. Yeah. Um, so with the video production itself, Ray was an executive producer, and he helped me as to like the best of his ability from back home, like planning out. But I actually reached out to Blue Light because I saw their website, and like they have this quote on their website that just like drew me in, and it's called Creative Alchemy. It's kind of like their thing. It's called the seemingly magical process of transforming one's vision into reality through creativity and collaboration. And so that when I saw that, I like immediately called them, and my producer and first AD for the music video. His name is Anthony. Um, I actually talked to him first, and then he asked what the storyline was about and everything. He was super excited, and he gave me the email. I sent him the song, and then we jumped on a call with his partner Rod Davis, who also executively produced the video and produced the video, and um, I remember on the call I just explained the whole story, and they they fell in love with it, and then they brought on Edwin. Edwin brought on Mark and Sophia brought on Faye, and it's this, like, I truly believe that this was a whole collaborative thing, and so that's how it all came together. Oh, and then Emma, of course. I was a fan of Emma because she was Miss Earth Guam 2017, 2018, and I didn't know her. I just saw her on like social media. We followed each other, and I saw how she like specifically handled negativity online, and I really admired her for it. And then I found out that she was actually the first openly um gay woman to compete at that level of pageant of that pageant. Yeah, like an international level. And so I thought that she was super dope, and there was no better person to help me tell the story than her. And so I reached out to her in April, just on Instagram, and then we talked about it, and she was super down. So
Are you talking about Emma?
yeah, I was talking about Emma.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to like message her and like ask some questions about that because I think that's super, for one, I think that's super important as far as the how did she deal with, like the online stuff like that.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
and then for two, just being like being out and being open and being able to participate on such a thing. And was this on Guam,
The video? No, it wasn't. It was
the
here in San
pageant?
Diego. Oh, the pageant? Yeah, it was for Miss Earth Guam 2017, 2018.
Represent. All right. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. Um, Super dope. I think that's super great. I mean, just by like everybody always talking about it, just by you guys sharing like all you guys' stories and stuff, just by the comments, I can definitely see like just like the connection and just like the big love. So I really appreciate that. And like I said again, I'm always gonna continue to say it. Like ever since I went on live with Ray, I've been feeling the same exact thing as well. That's super great.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say? Yes, interview Emma.
That would be
Yo, if
super
you guys
cool.
want that, drop the Guam flag. Drop the Guam flag in the comments if you guys want it.
I'm
So yeah, we're gonna
gonna
take a
drop
couple
the
more
content.
questions again. I'm gonna close it out, and then I'm actually, hey, Tonya J, Tonya Girlfriend. Um, I'm gonna close it out, and I'm actually gonna tie into what you were saying with blue lights, because I actually have a comment for blue lights as well. But Kaya over here saying the car scene was crazy. Fugu, how did you do it?
How did we do it, Mark? Honestly, I don't know. Like,
Dude, Fugu for real.
yeah, so I basically just told them that I wanted a car accident in it. And they were really able to put, I don't even know how to explain it because it's so technical in the way that they filmed it. Okay, Mark said movie magic. Um,
Simple, sweet.
yeah, simple. If you're talking about the actual, like, when the car hits, yeah, secret. Just joking. But yeah, they ended up pulling that off really well, and I was so proud of them.
That beginning part was crazy. I never would have expected it from the little clip that you guys shared.
Yeah,
And then when Franco shared the behind the scenes of the scene when Emma and the other two ladies were sitting down on the table and I saw up, I was like, oh, so y'all was all just trying to make everybody tear up. That's what I've come to the conclusion to realize.
yeah. When you're talking about the teaser, I made sure that I was like, can you just not put like don't put like the Emma in a wheelchair. Don't. Oh, spoiler alert! Dang it! Whoever didn't watch it. But yeah, I just didn't want them to give away too much of the story.
Spoiler alert. Oops.
Mark, no, Mark. Yeah, we shot it in reverse. He spilled the tea. We shot the car crash in reverse. And so Edwin basically like directed Emma like when to look at me, and then like reverse the car, and yeah.
Oof. Yeah. A lot of good questions. I love it. A lot of good questions. As everybody knows, I'm going to leave Tonya's handle in the video. I thank everybody so much. I'm going to move on with the live. I had a couple more things that I wanted to say just to get that out there. So just let the people know real quick where they can find you, where they can find your music, where they can find everything you're doing.
Yeah, so you can find me on all social media at Tonya J. It's the same as my Instagram right up here. And then Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Tonya J, no spaces, just one word. Yeah, stream
Yes.
Leave the House.
Hey, Stream Leave the House. And I just wanted to give credit to Tonya J herself for joining in on the live. I really appreciate it. Again, I know there's a lot of deep topics and a lot of deep-rooted topics that we're talking about. I just want to give a big situas ma'asi for really being so open and honest. I appreciate that. Emma, I'm coming for you next. We're about to talk about this online stuff. I wanted to give a big shout out to official I Am Ray John. You know, without me reaching out to him and just kind of like breaking that kind of like fear of doing so, this would have never happened. So I just wanted to shout that out to everybody. You know, we're all in these crazy times, guys, and it's a difficult time, you know, coronavirus. Everybody, please do not leave the house. Wear your
Don't leave
mask,
the
6
house.
feet, social distancing, wash your hands, wash your hands and your house.
Yeah.
And I was actually sharing with Tonya that this is something new, but at the ending of my lives, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to share the advice that the previous person before the ones that I'm interviewing right now gave as far as advice to your teenage self. So this is going out to official I Am Ray John. He's the one that actually sparked this idea. So thank you, Ray. And so Tonya, when I was on live with Ray, his advice for the adolescents and the young people was to stick to what you want to do, continue making mistakes, because everything that he did led him to where he was right now, which I see as success.
Yes, for sure.
How do you feel about that advice, Tonya?
I feel like Ray has like that advice that he's giving to like you know, people now is something that he had to learn too. And like his advice is always genuine, and if he didn't experience it, it's how he like view things, and it's always genuine, just like him.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, of course, Ray Casanova on the mic, everybody. You. I love your music, yo. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of leave space and time for Blue Light Films and New Waves. As you guys know, New Waves, go check them out. Blue Light Films, if I'm saying that right. Please
Yeah,
go
you're
check
saying
them
right.
out as well. San Diego based and Los Angeles based. I just want to give a big salute to
Ooh,
Maati to
you did your
those two.
research.
I did my research, girl.
You
Come
did your
on, girl. Like
research.
all of
That's
this, like,
awesome.
but I just want to say that big Situas Maasi, without you guys, his efforts, Tonya would have never released her message. I really appreciate that. I think that's super awesome. You guys allowed somebody to go ahead and release her message and just release such awesomeness. So I thank you guys so much. Please go show the love. I'm talking fast because I don't know if this thing is gonna end, but I want to jam. Is it okay if I jam Leave the House?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go to cut it off, to end it, y'all. Forget about the party that I mentioned weeks ago. 'Cause I got you, you got me. Your voice though.
Oh, thanks.
Like so. Nobody else is in it. Thank you everybody for coming in. That's my favorite line if you're wondering.
I think I'm late, but
yes. The video is awesome. Everything is super, super amazing. I just realized you were in the scene next to Emma with the.
Yeah, I was
I'm
pretty
not gonna say it.
sure.
I don't know what to say, but I just.
No, yeah. I was totally sitting on like 5 pillows because I was so short.
Yeah, I think there was tears in my eyes. That's why I didn't see it. So
Oh,
bleach your house, yes, bleach your house, clean your house, bleach your house. That part too. That's the galaxy, or
yeah.